Welcome to our next Ignite Short. This is the third one in our series for Easter week, and we've got our bag to help us remember the things we've done. The first thing in here is the leaf to help me remember Palm Sunday and Jesus riding in on the back of a donkey like a king, but not necessarily the king everyone expected. Next, I've got my Monopoly money, which helps me remember the story of Jesus going into God's special place, the temple, and removing the moneylenders and the sellers in that special place, which was meant to be about worshipping God. Then I've got my cotton wool with a bit of perfume on it. The sweet scent, remembering the story of Jesus being blessed in Bethany by Mary spreading expensive perfume to bless and anoint him. Today's item for our bag is a piece of material. What might that mean? I don't know. Let's have a look at our story and see. Jesus and his followers sat down for their Passover meal. Many of them didn't know that this would be the last Passover they would spend with Jesus. But Jesus knew. He took some bread and broke it, saying, "This is my body. When you eat it, remember me and all that I've done for you." He then took a cup of wine and passing it round, saying, "Drink from this. This represents my blood, which was shed for you." The disciples didn't understand. Jesus knew that God had put him in complete charge of everything, that he came from God and was on his way back to God. So he got up from the supper table, set aside his robe, and put on an apron. He then poured water into a basin and began to wash the feet of the disciples, drying them with his apron. When he got to Simon Peter, however, Peter said, "Master, you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "You don't understand now what I'm doing, but it will be clear enough to you later." "You're not going to wash my feet ever," Peter said. Jesus said, "If I don't wash you, you can't be part of what I'm doing." "Master," said Peter, "not only my feet then, wash my hands, wash my head." Jesus said, "If you've had a bath in the morning, you only need your feet washed now, and you're clean from head to toe." So the material is like the apron Jesus used to dry the disciples' feet. It's a strange story, that one, isn't it? A story about one last meal between Jesus and his followers. One last meal where Jesus tells a bit of a story and gives a bit of a clue about what's going to happen to him. Shares the bread and the wine, telling them to remember him in future when they have this meal. That would be very strange if you were a disciple, not really understanding what was going on. Jesus then showed that he was the servant king. Even though he was the Son of God, he was here to serve, and he showed that by washing the disciples' feet. We're supposed to follow the example of Jesus. We're supposed to not necessarily just wash the feet of others, but to serve others around us. And to know that when we do, we're living life just as Jesus did and following his example. For a response today, maybe you could try doing that. Maybe actually washing each other's feet. Or if you don't want to do that, just doing something kind for another person. An act of service, just like Jesus did. I'm going to put my material in my bag now, and now I've got 4 things in there. We're getting through Easter week, and there's lots of the story still to come. I'll see you tomorrow.